What's up guys, it's Bradley Overrated bringing you level 22, a game that I reviewed as the Cactuar Gamer, blah blah blah, but this time I'm going to review it as Bradley Overrated, so let's do this. And level 22 honestly has a really cool concept. See, you play as Gary, and I'll get into Gary here in a minute, but basically what happens is Gary wakes up late for work again, and he can't afford to get caught, and if he gets caught, he will be fired from his job. So the goal of this game is essentially to have Gary go through 22 levels to get to his desk without being seen from anyone. It is in fact a stealth game, and I think this concept is really cool. Unfortunately, there's a big problem with this game, and that's Gary himself. You see guys, Gary is that coworker that goes into the break room for a 15-minute break, but then he comes back an hour later. He's that type of guy, and immediately you just don't like him because you can tell he just doesn't care at all about his job, and it makes you wonder why he doesn't just quit. And it even gets worse because as I finished this game, I was left very annoyed, and I'm not going to spoil the ending for you, but it basically makes you feel like all your effort in the game is completely pointless, and that's not the type of ending you want. But like I said, there are some really cool things about this game, as this is a stealth game. You will be able to walk around guards and even do some other fun things that are kind of shout out to other games. For example, later on in the levels, you'll acquire a cardboard box, and you can use it to get past some of the guards or people or whatever. It's a cool shout out to Metal Gear Solid, and I think that's awesome. And that's the best thing about this game, is it has Easter eggs by the buttload. Like I said, you have the Metal Gear Solid cardboard box, but then you'll get references to other video games like Final Fantasy. You'll even get toys that you can collect, and one of them is clearly Batman. It is amazing, all the little tiny Easter eggs to all these other video games that they have in this game. It's just so cool, and I absolutely love that they put those in there. And I 100% of the game just because I wanted to see all of the video game references, and I wanted to be able to say, hey, I collected all of the toys. But in order to do that, you do have to find the code to these safes that are in each level, and the safes are really unique because they have a certain password, numbers or whatever that you have to input, and that's within the levels themselves, or if crazy references. Like for example, one of them was, and I kid you not, you had to know the release date for Final Fantasy X, which is just a brutal thing, but a little help from Google never hurt anyone, and I was able to figure it out thanks to Google. I knew it was Final Fantasy X, I just didn't know exactly what it wanted, but then once I looked it up, I was like, okay, that's clever. So they do have some fun, challenging puzzles for you to solve if you're interested in going for the collectibles, and that's the part that I would recommend. And as far as the gameplay goes, there's hit and misses. They have boss fights, but it's not the same. Once again, you can't be seen by the boss itself. You have to find a way to defeat a boss without them knowing that they're being defeated. That's a really cool take. I just wish they were a little bit more inventive with those. And then even on some of these levels, I wish there was just a little bit more variety and excitement in them, because a lot of them feel kind of the same. And you know what, that's about all there is to say about this game. It's very short and simple and to the point, so let's go ahead and give this game a letter grade. And for those of you that don't know, I give letter grades, A being the best, F being the worst, and level 22. It's so infuriating because there's those few hiccups in the level designs themselves, but I really enjoyed the collectibles and Easter eggs they had. It's just so unfortunate that the ending kind of ruins the game, and it really does. It's just kind of infuriating. Like I said, it makes you feel like all your time spent in the game is worthless. So with that in mind, guys, I give level 22 a C-. And it would have been higher if it wasn't for the narrative. I mean, the narrative, it's just Marty and Gary, you are not likable people, my friends. Not at all. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Everyone says it, so be sure to click that like button and that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next Overrated review. I am Bradley Overrated. I almost said that incorrectly. Oh well. Out like a trout. See you next time.